Listen carefully for a moment, because what I'm about to say may sound simple, almost too simple, but it has the power to change the way money shows up in your life. Money flows where belief goes. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "Oh, here we go again, another person telling me to just think positive and money will fall from the sky," let me stop you right there. I'm not here to sell you fairy dust or magical thinking. If money really fell from the sky, every time someone said an affirmation, umbrellas would be considered financial planning. But here is the fascinating truth. The way you think about money quietly controls the way money behaves in your life. Some people chase money their entire lives, and it seems to run faster the harder they chase. Others seem to attract opportunities, connections, and income, as if life itself enjoys sending them checks. So the real question is not, how do I chase money? The real question is, what is my relationship with money? Now, I know many people watching right now are thinking, my relationship with money, my relationship is that it keeps leaving me. And if that sounds like you, you're not alone. Most people were raised hearing things like, money is hard to get, rich people are greedy, money causes problems, you have to struggle for every dollar. And when those ideas sink deep into the mind, they quietly become commands to life itself. Life responds to the pictures you hold in your mind. If your inner conversation says, money is difficult, money is scarce, money avoids me, then life politely says, very well, I will continue to give you more experiences that confirm that belief. But if your inner voice begins to say something different, something bold, something confident, something joyful, life begins to rearrange itself. That is why today, we are going to practice something powerful together. We are going to replace the old story, and we will do it with one simple declaration repeated until the mind accepts it as truth. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Now, before we begin the affirmations, let me explain something that will make this process far more powerful. Your subconscious mind does not argue with repetition. It simply accepts what it hears often enough. If you say, I'm always broke, your mind says, ah yes, that must be the identity we are maintaining. But if you begin saying, money flows to me easily and frequently, something interesting happens. Your mind begins searching for proof. It begins noticing opportunities. Ideas appear, connections form, confidence rises. You begin behaving like someone who expects abundance, and life loves to match expectations. Now imagine your mind like a garden. For years, weeds may have been growing there. Weeds like worry, doubt, fear, and scarcity thinking. Affirmations are simply new seeds. When planted daily, those seeds grow into beliefs, and beliefs grow into results. So today we plant new seeds. But before we begin, I want you to take a slow breath, relax your shoulders, and allow your mind to be open for the next few minutes. You don't need to force anything, just listen. Let the words wash over your mind like calm waves. And if a little voice inside says, this is too good to be true, just smile at that voice. It's simply an old habit trying to stay employed. Now repeat quietly in your mind, or out loud if you wish. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I am open to receiving wealth in expected and unexpected ways. Opportunities for prosperity surround me every day. I notice them with clarity and confidence. Money enjoys coming into my life. It arrives through creativity, ideas, relationships, and joyful work. I welcome financial abundance without guilt, fear, or hesitation. Money is a tool that allows me to live freely and help others generously. The universe delights in my prosperity. I am aligned with abundance. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Now let's pause for a moment, because something important happens when you repeat affirmations. At first, the mind resists. It says things like, well, that's not true yet, but here's the secret. Affirmations are not describing your current bank account. They are describing your new identity. And identity is the engine of change. When you begin to see yourself as someone who attracts prosperity, your decisions begin to match that identity. You start noticing ideas that once slipped past you. You start valuing your skills more, You start taking opportunities you once ignored, and slowly but surely, reality catches up with belief. Let's continue together. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Every day, my financial awareness expands. I see value where others see limitation. I attract opportunities that increase my income. Creative ideas for wealth appear naturally in my mind. I trust myself to recognize and act on them. The more I appreciate money, the more money appreciates me. My life welcomes prosperity with open arms. Money is not my master. Money is my partner. Together, we create freedom, stability, and joy. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Now here's something funny about money. People treat money like a shy guest at a party. They complain about it, criticize it, fear it, and then wonder why it never stays long. Imagine inviting a guest to dinner and saying, "You probably won't stay long. You're always disappearing." That guest would be halfway out the door before dessert. Money behaves similarly. When you treat it with appreciation and respect, it feels welcome. And welcomed, things tend to stay. So another affirmation we practice is gratitude. Repeat this gently. I appreciate every dollar that enters my life. I respect money and use it wisely. I am grateful for the abundance already flowing toward me. Gratitude multiplies prosperity. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Now let me share a small exercise you can begin tonight that strengthens these affirmations. Before you go to sleep, take 1 minute, just 1 minute, and say this simple phrase slowly 5 times. Money flows to me easily and frequently. While saying it, imagine receiving good news, perhaps a new opportunity, a new client, a new idea, a surprising payment. The mind loves pictures. Give it the picture of abundance, and then fall asleep peacefully. Your subconscious mind will continue working through the night. Now let us return to our affirmations together. Money flows to me easily and frequently. My mind is tuned to prosperity. I attract opportunities that match my talents. I am worthy of financial success. My work brings value to the world, and value returns to me. I release all fear about money. I welcome wealth with calm confidence. Abundance is my natural state. Money flows to me easily and frequently. You may notice something interesting happening right now. Your breathing is slower, your thoughts are calmer, and that calmness is important. Because money often appears through clear thinking. Panic blocks opportunity. Confidence reveals it. When the mind is peaceful, creative ideas begin whispering, and those whispers often become income. Now, repeat these final affirmations with confidence. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Prosperity surrounds me. I expect good financial news. I attract profitable opportunities. My mind produces valuable ideas. My actions create increasing wealth. I live in a universe of limitless supply. Money flows to me easily and frequently. And now remember something very important. Affirmations alone do not replace action. They empower action. When belief changes, behavior changes. When behavior changes, results change. So after this video ends, take one small step. Send that message. Launch that idea. Share that skill. Start that project. Abundance loves movement. Now, before we finish, I want you to say one final affirmation with calm confidence. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Say it like someone who expects life to cooperate, because life often does. If this practice brought you even a small sense of calm or possibility, I invite you to return to it each day. And if you enjoyed this moment of clarity and encouragement, consider subscribing so we can continue growing together. You may also share in the comments one word that represents the abundance you welcome into your life. Until next time, remember this simple truth. The mind is a powerful architect. Build it with thoughts of prosperity, and life will begin delivering the materials. Money flows to you easily. Money flows to you frequently, and abundance is already on its way. And as we continue together, I want you to notice something very gently. You did not arrive in this world programmed to struggle with money. No baby has ever looked at a toy and said, "Oh no, I probably can't afford that." Scarcity is learned, and because it is learned, it can also be unlearned. Many people think wealth begins in the wallet, but that is not where it begins. Wealth begins in the imagination. It begins in the quiet beliefs that sit beneath your daily thoughts. If the belief says, money is hard, then the mind obediently creates complicated paths. If the belief says, money flows easily, the mind begins to recognize simple opportunities. Life is always responding. It's almost like placing an order at a restaurant. If you constantly say, I'll probably get the smallest portion, life nods politely and serves exactly that. But if you say with quiet confidence, I welcome abundance, something begins to shift. Now take another slow breath and settle your thoughts again. Allow these words to move through your mind like calm music. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I release the old story that money is difficult. I choose a new story of ease, opportunity, and prosperity. Wealth comes to me through inspired ideas. Money arrives through joyful work and creative expression. I welcome financial growth with peace and confidence. The doors of prosperity open for me every day. Money flows to me easily and frequently. You see, the universe does not respond to desperation nearly as well as it responds to expectation. Desperation says, please, I hope something works. Expectation says, something good is already on its way. And expectation carries a quiet power. Think of the way a child waits for a birthday gift. They don't worry whether it exists. They expect it. They feel excited before the gift even arrives. That joyful expectation is exactly the energy that attracts opportunity. Now let us continue strengthening that expectation together. Money flows to me easily and frequently. My mind is creative, alert, and open to new income streams. Unexpected financial blessings appear in my life. I attract profitable ideas and recognize them quickly. My talents are valuable. My skills are useful. The world benefits from what I offer, and in return, prosperity flows back to me. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Now here is a little secret that most people overlook. The mind loves repetition, but it loves emotion even more. When you say an affirmation with emotion, the subconscious listens more closely. So instead of saying the words mechanically, say them with a sense of relief, a sense of excitement, even a little playful curiosity. Imagine saying, I wonder what amazing opportunity will show up today. That curiosity opens doors. Let's continue. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I expect good financial news. I expect profitable opportunities. I expect abundance to appear in surprising ways. The universe is creative in delivering prosperity. Every day I grow more comfortable with wealth. Money supports my dreams and my freedom. I am grateful for every increase that comes into my life. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Now, let me share something humorous but true. Many people want wealth, but they treat money like an awkward guest. They say things like, rich people are terrible, or money corrupts people, or I don't care about money anyway. Imagine inviting a guest while insulting them at the same time. That guest would quietly slip out the door. But when you respect money as a useful tool, nothing more and nothing less, it behaves very differently. Money is simply energy that helps ideas become reality. It builds businesses. It supports families. It creates freedom. And when used wisely, it multiplies goodness in the world. So repeat this affirmation with calm assurance. Money is a positive force in my life. I use money wisely and generously. The more money I receive, the more good I can do. Prosperity expands my ability to help others. I welcome wealth with integrity and gratitude. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Now, as we approach the final stretch of our time together, allow your mind to imagine something wonderful. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a quiet sense of financial confidence. Not panic, not pressure, just calm certainty that things are improving. Imagine noticing opportunities where you once saw obstacles. Imagine ideas arriving clearly. Imagine your efforts being rewarded. That future begins with the thoughts you practice today. And right now, you are practicing abundance. Let's reinforce it once more. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I am aligned with prosperity. My thoughts attract wealth. My actions create success. My life welcomes financial expansion. Opportunities appear in perfect timing. The right people and the right ideas come together to support my growth. Money flows to me easily and frequently. And now, remember this simple principle. Small daily thoughts create big life results. Just as a river is formed from countless drops of water, wealth is often formed from countless aligned thoughts, actions, and opportunities. You do not need to change everything overnight. You only need to begin. One affirmation, one idea, one step, one opportunity. And momentum builds. Before we close, repeat these final affirmations slowly. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I trust the flow of abundance in my life. I welcome prosperity without fear. Every day my financial world improves. I am open, ready, and deserving of wealth. Money flows to me easily and frequently. Take one final deep breath. Allow a feeling of possibility to settle into your mind, because abundance rarely arrives with loud announcements. Sometimes it begins quietly, with a new thought. A thought like this: money flows to me easily and frequently. If this moment helped shift your thinking even slightly, I invite you to continue practicing these affirmations each day. And if you enjoyed spending this time together, consider subscribing so we can keep strengthening the mind and expanding prosperity together. You may also share in the comments one word that represents the abundance you are welcoming into your life. Until we meet again, remember this: the mind is a magnet. Fill it with thoughts of prosperity and watch what begins to move toward you. Money flows to you easily. Money flows to you frequently. And abundance loves to visit those who expect it.